Hey, Jason.
Well, why are you saying hey? We just went to lunch.
How are you, man?
I've been fine. We already did this part at lunch.
I know, but I come bearing gifts.
Oh, well, that's nice. It's a Kodak Duaflex flash outfit for those who are interested in the photo part of our Moto photo. But why, you ask, did Chris bring us this gift? And would you like to say so?
No, I just think it's cool.
Catch it, let it go.
We're losing flash bulbs.
Flash bulbs that are of no use whatsoever.
Do you guys remember the old days of flash bulbs? Talk about single use. Poof, and then you're done with that flash. You got to replace the bulb.
That's neat. This will go on our other set in the background.
Yeah.
So that's kind of nifty.
I had a older gentleman in my neighborhood who happened to look up on Google Maps and found out that there was a photographer in his neighborhood. And he just stopped by and was the nicest, kindest old man and said, my wife passed away and I'm getting rid of stuff. And I thought you might like this. I thought that was very nice.
Thanks.
So that's going to go on our other set. You remember the other set? It has all the cameras on the back. So.
Yep, we'll take a look at that later maybe in a different episode. But you know, you have something to realize.
What's that?
You said there was an old guy in your neighborhood that was getting rid of some stuff. You know you're about far away from being the old guy in the neighborhood getting rid of stuff, and that will be one of the things.
I had that discussion with my brother this morning. We are the old guys now.
Yeah, we are the old. I had that same conversation with Stan Foxworthy a while back.
Interesting.
And somebody else. We are the old guys.
Another famous photographer in the Charleston
area. Hey, look, we got stickers.
Speaking of that set, now what about this set?
We have a bunch of stickers that we have accumulated because it's been a minute since we've been in this area to talk to you guys. And we have done some things.
Party a while back.
Yes, we have the Moto ADV, which I never stuck up there, which I'm going to do that because I didn't stick it to my bike.
You know that's coming up again in
April. Moto ADV rally in Charleston, South Carolina, coming up April 10 through 13, if I'm not mistaken. It's somewhere around in there.
It's usually the very first ADV rally in the entire area.
Normally it's in
every
March.
year. It's usually early March or mid-March. They moved it a little bit this year, so hopefully it doesn't coincide or crash against some other rallies.
Coincidentally, this was my number in high school basketball.
Ooh, very cool.
So I'm going to put this one up there, and then you can pick one and tell them about that.
Well, if you're doing that one, I guess I got to put my little sticker.
That's on top. That one I put on top of my helmet and regret it instantly.
No, of course you did.
Yes, because now I can't get it off of there.
When we were at Wayland Wayne weekend, we went for an awesome off-road adventure ride through Wayne National Forest, and of course you had to purchase the pass.
Yes.
In case you were stopped or whatever. Of course.
Episode 2 is in the works.
Oh yeah, you're editing that now.
Yes, Wayland Wayne. It's the Way to Wayland Wayne series.
Okay.
Yes.
So look for that to drop here pretty soon. If you haven't seen it already, he's already put out the first episode, which was a lot of fun because we were in Mount Airy.
Also Wayland Wayne sticker. I'll go ahead and put that one up there as well. Now, the Athens OW9, I'm going to let you describe what that's all about.
Oh, sure.
I cannot remember, to tell you the truth.
This is the Windy 9. So we rode to Wayland Wayne weekend, but on the way we stopped, of course, and did some sightseeing. And one of the things that we did was do a lot of riding in and around the Athens area. We basically got a hotel in Athens, and you'll see all this in the upcoming episodes. A lot more fun than listening to me explain it. But we basically rode some of the Windy 9. Athens and that part of Ohio has several really fun Windy 9 roads. The Triple Nickel being the pinnacle.
Oh, the triple, yes, that's OW9.
I think that was
Ohio Windy 9, OW. That's what that is, right?
I thought that was pretty poetic.
I liked it.
The triple nickel being the pinnacle. Something
It almost rhymes. Yes. No Robert Frost here, buddy. I can't get this one apart.
Oh, we always have that problem, don't we?
Yeah. Oh, there it goes. So we got a purple Windy 9 and a silver Windy 9. So I'm going to put that one right there. There is no rhyme or reason how we're putting this up there. So, and then also the Great Ohio Adventure Trail, Lost at Last. We'll do the Lost at Last. It's the same thing. Do that one.
Brad, thank you. It was great to meet Brad, the founder of the GOAT, as it's called, the Great Ohio Adventure Trail.
Very nice, very nice.
Thank you for the sticker, my friend. And we are going to be riding the GOAT at some point. I promise you. It's on my list.
You can ride a goat.
I hear they're very good at keeping your lawn clean.
Oh, yep. So are the sheeps. All right, so then we did another thing.
Oh, yeah.
We have decided to branch out. If you've watched our Overland build in works, Wild Top, one of our brand new product sponsors, sent us a soft top, and we've done a video on that. So they get to make the wall. You can do that one. I'll do this one.
Okay.
So, in fact, we're supposed to be planning an interview with them.
Yeah.
They just did SEMA out in Las Vegas, and so they're kind of preoccupied with that, and we have Thanksgiving coming up.
They also did Overland East,
which
we missed. And
we did miss that one.
We'll get to that in just a second.
Yep.
Overland East was one that we wanted to go to, but didn't make it because there was another one going on.
Overland South here in Charleston. And we did a short little drone video on that one that we got well received. People thought that was out of the box for us.
What's that called when you just do the...
That's ASMR. Yeah. However, in this particular case, not quite ASMR because it was drone and I just put music underneath.
It was very angelic and peaceful.
It was very peaceful. So I'll put Overland South. Check out this if you're into overlanding. If you're into adventure motorcycling, there's a decent chance that you're, kind of interested in all the outdoorsy kind of things, and Overlanding South is the local one for those who are doing trucks. There were a number of ADV riders out there as well, so that was kind of cool.
Jeff does a fantastic job organizing this thing, and the nice thing about the Overland South event is it's not huge like Overland West or Overland East.
Now that we've just mentioned it.
Yeah, now it's going to be huge.
It's hard to find a place to camp.
Cat's out of the bag.
We
had a primo parking spot last year right on the lake.
Yeah, so that's something we've done and not updated the wall for. And then we have one more that we'd like to spend a little bit of time on.
Ooh.
The Motos.
Motos.
Yeah, we don't need them all. Let's do a small one. Do a little small one up there.
All right.
Now we have a little discussion.
Oh, we don't want to give it away. We're going to do a full video about it.
Okay, but we have a little discussion about the Motos.
Okay.
So we have some pluses and minuses we want to discuss at some point, and we'll have that to you at some point. That'll be a video of its own.
But for now...
But now they're going on the wall.
They make cool tires.
They do? Oh, they make cool tires. Very nice, very nice. The Oaks Private School, or TOPS, is an accredited private school in the state of Florida, catering to those families who have chosen to educate their students at home. There are many reasons why families choose to do this, but it is a personal choice that each family has to make on their own. TOPS, being accredited in the state of Florida, delivers an official transcript that is received by colleges and even the U.S. military. TOPS has many students that are actors and athletes. Many families travel on a regular basis and need that covering from the Oaks Private School to give them that official transcript at the end of their children's education. Check them out online at theoaksprivateschool.com, browse their website, and see what kind of curriculums and offerings they have for you. Thanks for taking a moment to check out TOPS. Cool. Let's see, what are any other catch-up things before we go to future engagements?
Future events? Yeah. Well, we just had EICMA, big Italian event going on. All the new bikes have released their great videos about their new products coming out. We won't go over it because you can find that with somebody else.
And I don't have an Italian bike, I have no interest.
It's just where the event. It's where the event is held. Everybody releases their big bikes.
I do have a Husqvarna, and apparently there's some really bad news in the KTM area.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're talking about bad. I'm looking it up. If y'all know what's going on, put it in the comments. But unfortunately, we've got some financial issues with my bike manufacturer, which does not bode well for me. So I'm crossing my fingers that nothing horrible happens.
Is that why you're not riding? Keep the low mileage so you can resell it?
No, I've just been extraordinarily busy.
You have been busy.
Extraordinarily. I'm holding down essentially 3 careers at the moment, and I'm trying to soften that.
You're not holding them down. You're excelling at all of them.
Okay. As you say, around 9:30 at night, every night, my body would disagree with you.
Right.
I'm overwhelmed.
I did have a discussion with a bride recently. We were just talking about stuff, and I'm like, yeah, I'm noticing that my body aches a lot more after shooting a 10-hour wedding.
You're about that far from being the old man in the neighborhood trying to get rid of some camera gear. All right, so that pretty much catches us up, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Anything else you can think of other than...
No. All right, so the going forward stuff.
Yeah.
There's something we do need to talk about.
Definitely.
This kind of is a bit of a bummer.
Really, that's what this video is about.
All of that to say this.
This is preamble.
Yes, so if you didn't skip ahead, skip ahead. Bit of a bummer.
Bit of a bummer.
All right, not a total bummer.
Not a total
just a
bummer.
delayed, what do they call it? When you have to have delayed, not delayed reaction, but
I don't know.
Delayed gratification.
Delayed gratification. Speaking of, before you get to that, let me just cut you off.
Yeah.
We had a really nice visit with Rick Stewart, one of our sponsors.
Yes, we did.
If you guys don't know who Rick Stewart is and you haven't put his number in your phone, please do so. We're going to put something up on the screen that you can just screen grab real quick. If you're ever in an accident, have any trouble, call Rick Stewart.
scmotolawyer.com. He's an ADV writer, just like us. You've heard the commercials. He's great.
Yeah.
Anyway,
we
went up to Liberty, South Carolina, just outside of Greenville.
Mm-hmm.
We were asked to come up and speak to the congregation about our Africa trip, which
is what we're talking
about now. Now, with all of this, before we get to the bad news, we'll start with the good news. Thank you.
Yes.
Extraordinary thank yous.
Absolutely.
We have, I haven't done the math because Paul is keeping up with the numbers, but I think we're about halfway there easily with a number of promises for donations. Even more. And we still have, up until January to get it done.
So give me a number. You think we're in the 9,
we're
10,000?
We're in the 8 and 9 range.
8 and 9,000 range.
If my math is right.
Unbelievable.
With the promises and everything. So if you've given, we appreciate it. We're going to do some stuff for the larger sponsors and for all of those who are giving $10 here and $50 there. You are totally appreciated just as much. However, we've had some issues.
Yep.
We're going to have to delay the January departure and go to our backup, which is going to be August. Unfortunately, we've had some personal stuff that's happened and some life that gets in the way, and everybody knows about that, and some scheduling conflicts where, we have to do the things that we have to do to maintain our lives and livelihoods here. So we've had to move it off till August, which was our backup anyway, simply because February, March, April, May, and June, and July, you're pretty much booked with weddings the entire time.
Well,
you don't have 2 or 3 weeks that you can take in a row off until we get to August again.
Right.
I'm a bit more fluid, but you have already put things on calendars, and you can't make people change their wedding dates.
And we do have seasons to consider as well for this trip. January is a good window in terms of between dry and wet season in the Congo, and August is sort of a shoulder month as well. So that works out well in terms of...
Sort of like Elon having to rescue the astronauts. They're going to have to wait until there's a window. You know what I'm saying? You can't shoot for the moon anytime you want to. You got to wait for that window. So our secondary backup was August, and that's what we're going to have to do. It's a bit of a bummer because we can't get going. It's a bit of a bummer because I have to get a new passport because I would have made it in January, but now I can't in August. But benefits are, if we still keep getting donations all the way up through August, we will have more than enough to take it, and maybe we can get them things that we weren't anticipating able to do, like roofs and computers and things like that.
New all kinds of stuff.
So it's not over. It's not over. It just gives you guys more time to help us out.
In fact, it actually is a bonus because we were really tight in terms of pushing it for the timeline. You've got to get some inoculations.
I got to get a yellow fever shot.
Yellow fever is a must in the Congo. Having been born and raised there, I already have most of what I need.
I mean, I still have time. Even if we were going in January, I still have time to do that, obviously.
Correct.
But now other things are
Now you can breathe a little bit, and we don't have to be like trying to get everything done.
It was pretty ambitious. The January date was pretty ambitious.
It was ambitious.
In hindsight.
Yeah, absolutely. But know that all of the donations so far are going directly to Paul.
Have already gone to.
He's, everything is donated through his 501c3.
Yep.
You make a donation, you automatically get the letter so that you can use it as a tax write-off. If you haven't seen it already, we have an entire video which we'll link on screen.
It doesn't get sent to us. We don't have it in our savings account. It goes straight through PayPal and straight to the organization. So it bypasses us completely.
Sankuru.org, and it's a fantastic opportunity for you, especially as we're approaching the giving season, Thanksgiving coming up in a couple weeks, Christmas after that. I know that everybody that follows us has a huge heart, and you guys have already helped so much, and there are a lot of charitable organizations that you can contribute to during this season. I hope you'll consider donating to the sankaroo.org project that we are going to be supporting here this coming year.
And if you want to see our presentation at Rick Stewart's church, that is on Facebook. You can check out our Facebook page probably for a link for it. Scroll into it a little ways, about 40 minutes when Chris starts talking, and you can hear us give that presentation.
And Jason's face is going to probably drop when I say this, but if you belong to a church and want us to come do a little 15-minute presentation because you think your congregation needs to get behind us,
if you have a missions department in your church and you would like to expand to that mission and possibly give people some options on what they can participate in and help with, here he is.
Or if you belong to an organization or a company, any kind of group that you think would be interested, we'd be glad to come do a little presentation if we can.
Perfect. Got anything else? That's the update.
That's the update. But we're excited. Things are moving forward. Just had to come to a point where we had to say, we got to choose. We got to decide now. We can't just keep hoping. And so we had to make a choice.
Yep. Things just didn't line up. So that being the case, a little disappointed, but onward and upward.
Yep.
And let's keep collecting stickers.
That's good. And lots of cool stuff coming up.
Yes.
We've got a video that we're going to do of a custom addition to the Wild Top.
Correct. Wild Top sent us some material so that a friend of ours in First In Upholstery named Daniel White is going to help me do a prototype for a tailgate tent addition to the Wild Top.
Wouldn't it be cool if we create this, like they sent you the material, the exact original material. Wouldn't it be cool if we create this design and they like start mass producing it?
I would like it.
That would be sweet.
I'll have my cousin draw up the contracts.
Because you know how many times we sit around and go,
I know.
Geez, that was made by obviously some kind of engineer, not a real motorcycle rider, or not a, because we're like, why couldn't you think of that? And now here we thought of something, and the brand might actually.
And as photographers, I don't know if you do this as photographers, we're always coming into jobs where we go, if we had this, or if this piece of equipment was modified like this, and then we spend the next 4 hours drinking tea and thinking how it can happen. Well, in this particular case, where I'm actually going to be able to make it happen. So that's kind of exciting.
It is.
It's going to be a one-off. Nobody's got one. Complete new.
Also, a big, cool, really neat piece of unique product that we're going to be installing on your Husqvarna Norden 901, Huey.
Oh yeah? Have I forgotten already?
You've forgotten already.
Oh yes. This is
Don't give it away. Don't give it away.
I forgot already because it only came in yesterday.
Yeah.
And it wasn't. It was a surprise.
Like this was
one of our Moto photo viewers contacted me, and we have developed a friendship since then. We've gone back and forth on some other business type stuff, but he sent me a thing, and it's a thing that Husqvarna Norden 901 owners have a tendency to gripe about, and we're going to fix it.
We have a fix.
So in the next week or so,
we'll tell you who he is coming up. Stay tuned. And last but not least, what else do we have coming up? It seems I might be doing a little video about a problem, not a problem, but something that's very common issue with the Touareg 660. A lot of people have been asking me about, hey, how do you fix this? So we'll do a short little video about that pretty soon.
And the other one that we are planning, you guys tell us whether you'd be interested in this. How much money you made on YouTube? How much do we make? How much? What is the financial thing? Is the monetization, the views, the subscribers, the whole? Is it worth putting money into to promote? All of these kinds of things. We're working on a video about that. And after 5+ years of being in it, we now have a track record to look at some analytics and let you know exactly what's going on. Compared our subscriber numbers plus our view numbers equals X.
So we'll be able to tell you after 5 years.
And
would we recommend you do it?
And we'll tell you the aggravations of copyright strikes with music, and we'll tell you how to get around some of those things in the process because it affects your monetization.
Yes. Yeah.
I think that's it, and I'm done.
You done?
Are we done?
Hey guys, thanks for watching. We really appreciate it. Don't go away. Quickly go watch the Africa one and click that donation button.
That would be awesome.
And give us a like on the video. You know that helps the YouTube algorithms. and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next episode.
See ya.